Hi, Sabia. Hi, Kate. Are they here yet?
Yeah, there should be. Yeah, Jay Adams there.
I'm here.
He's
Okay.
spotlight.
Hi. Thank you for joining us. I'd like to welcome you to our fall membership meeting, CODA membership meeting. So we've invited Kate Satella and Adam Hogan, it looks like. And I know, Kate, you're a manager. I'm not sure of Adam's position, if you want to just take it from here.
Yes, so Adam's one of our new managers, and Jen Propp is also joining us today, who is a manager of Adjunct Faculty Support as well. So we're really thrilled to be here and spend a little time with you. So thanks for the invitation. We do have a few updates and different things we were going to share, and then have a little bit of time for Q&A. So with that in mind, Jen is our design whiz. She created this beautiful presentation, and so I'm Kate Satella, and as I've been with the college 10 years, and I started in higher education as an adjunct faculty, doing that exclusively in adult education and ESL. And I see some of my fellow colleagues that I worked with as a program manager here at College of DuPage for about 5 years. And then over the last 5 years, I've been in the manager role and have really enjoyed that. So I'm going to turn it over to Jen, who's going to introduce herself next.
Thanks, Kate. My name is Jen Propp, and I am also a manager of Adjunct Faculty Support. I've been with the college for about 3 years, and higher ed a lot longer than that, and in this position since June of 2020. Something I wanted just to point out before I hand it over to Adam, our newest member of our team, is our cool logo here that I helped design with under the kind of leadership of Dr. Sonia Watson, our assistant dean. And it really is all about our adjunct faculty and how much you matter to us here in this office, and how much we support you and your growth as educators, your purpose and helping our students, and of course growing as as individuals yourselves, and how probably most importantly, we want to make sure that every adjunct faculty member who comes into contact with our office feels as though they belong here at the college. We've all been places where we probably didn't feel like we belonged. Someone I've adjuncted for decades, and sometimes you feel disenfranchised, and that's certainly not the way we want people to feel when they come into contact with our office and in general here at COD. So that's all I had to say there, and I'd like to pass along to Adam Hogan.
Thank you, Jen. My name is Adam Hogan. I think some of you know who I am. You probably see me around in the adjunct lounge, this kind of thing, right? And I've been in higher ed for 7 years. I was in business prior to all that. I've been with COD now for 5 years. And I was one of these adjuncts that was, I was putting together a salary working at 3-4 institutions, 8-10 classes a semester kind of thing. And when I first came in the door here at College of DuPage, I ran into the Office of Adjunct Faculty Support, and I did the orientation just like many of you have done. I did, and then I started taking advantage of the professional development opportunities, and I just believed in what this office does, and that's why I'm here. So at any rate, just kind of moving on to our slideshow now. We want to help you with sort of best practices in the classroom. We have plenty of ways, plenty of things we can share with you, such as teaching tips and tricks. We have a whole repository of things. You can go to our website. And if you're not seeing something that you're looking for, then I would recommend just reaching out to one of us, and we can help you to kind of figure things out. That moves to the next point of one-on-one support. We're here for you. I like to say, and I've said this in a lot of the division meetings, you probably heard this before, but if you've got a lecture or a piece of class that's just generally like you feel like your students are tuning out, or you just aren't happy with it, you can make an appointment with one of us and we can help you to sort that out. We can make it more engaging, more interesting, this sort of thing. I've had stuff like that in classes of mine, and I actually got help via the Adjunct Faculty Support Office. So I would recommend reaching out to us. We're available for either Zoom meetings, in-person consultations, either or. And we can help them be instructional coaches. So anything, again, everything down from to classroom management, to delivery of content, to student engagement, all these things we handle. And we have good strategies we can offer you for all formats of classes we offer here. We have online, hybrid, face-to-face. There's there's people bouncing around the idea of high flex classes. But no matter what it is, we have techniques that we can use to help make your class better for you and for your students. One way that we do that is the professional development opportunities we have. So like I was saying, I didn't have a lot of time. And so I decided I was going to commit to exactly one professional development opportunity per semester. And that's what I did. And the learner-centered teaching class is one of the first ones I took here. And it was great because it was a class that gave me an opportunity to do more of what I wanted to do, get more engagement on my class, and not just sit there and lecture the whole time, but also gave me tools to quantify and use data in the class so I can in real time just kind of see where students are at and adjust and know and take that away and use it for future classes and for future sessions in that class. And so that is the kind of professional development. We have a lot of other professional development opportunities. And you can use your CODA funding for those. So you have the $500 or whatever it is, or up to $500 you can use per semester. You can use that. And I think Kate will talk about that a little bit more later. So Kate, I'm going to hand it over to you.
Thank you, Adam. Yes, I did want to just talk a little more about professional development. And, as Jen and Adam have been saying, we really are here to support you and your growth and achievement. I know we have a lot of experience here in this virtual room and a lot of, experienced and excellent educators, but it's always great to look at new things to learn and grow. And as Adam mentioned, we just wanted to review some of the benefits, which you may be aware of, but just in case, you do have up to $500 that you can request for professional development through your CODA membership. And that covers anything from tuition, fees, conferences, including travel, membership dues, all of those kind of things. Also, for the fitness center, I believe $100 can go towards the membership there, which is only like $240 a year. So if that's something that you're interested in, those benefits also apply there. And so of course that's for things external to the college, internal opportunities as well. Adam mentioned our learner-centered course. We do have courses through the Adjunct Faculty Training Institute that we partnered with Continuing Education to develop. I'm actually teaching one now. It's called Intro to College Teaching, which I know most of you obviously don't need that class, but it's a lot of fun for people who are interested in getting into teaching. And then we have our social justice, equity, and inclusion course, as well as an assessment course. And all of these were really written. I helped co-write the learner-centered class with Dr. Sonia Watson, and I know she helped co-write the other courses. And we really try to use different trends and things that we witnessed in observations to provide exercises, activities, resources to help based on our observations. So do feel free to take advantage of those. And then also we do have some workshops that we are planning to do as well this semester. One being classroom management, focusing on that. We've just noticed, there's been some challenges, or particularly, some students have been struggling, and there's, so with that in mind, it can sometimes cause some disruption in the class, and how to handle that. So we're going to be partnering with our BIT team and doing a panel and doing some workshops related to that to provide support to our faculty to really support you in those instances where that may be happening. Also, Jen Kelly, through our Faculty Professional Development Network, sent out a survey. I just wanted to mention that too, just assessing what types of professional development you're interested in. So please do take a few minutes if you can to fill that out, because we're really interested in hearing from you about that as well. And then lastly, in terms of workshops this semester, we are going to be revisiting the 4 connections inviting everyone who attended over the summer. We had great participation. It was really wonderful to connect with so many of you in that, and we want to hear from you and learn kind of how things are going and provide some support there. So we're going to do another virtual synchronous session and some other things just to learn how things are going and continue to provide support there. So with that in mind, I think we just have a couple more updates. One is that we are having an open house and you're all invited, and it's in our new workspace in Vic 2501. So it's been a lot of fun to be closer to the center. I know I've spent a lot more time there in the centers, and that kind of segues into with Joan's departure. We are working on replacing Joan's position, and hard to replace Joan because she's been with us, had been with us so many years and was such a fabulous person and such a great support, but we are working on that. We do have Alana working in the office, Alana Davis, who's kind of shifted to daytime hours, but once we get fully staffed, she'll be working in the evenings again, or that afternoon to evening shift. So we have some coverage there. And then we also have one of our student workers, Sophia, who many of you might know. And we're also looking to have another student worker. So we'll have full staff in both of our centers again. So just wanted to share that. And then I'm going to turn it over to Jen to share a little bit more. Thank you.
Thanks, Kate. So in addition to those updates, we just wanted to put out some reminders regarding important things coming up, or trainings and workshops and things that can, help make your life a little bit easier, as you're also helping make our students' lives more enriched, and as I know you all do in the classroom. So I can send this to you, Cheryl, if you'd like, but the PowerPoint, because we have some live links in here.
Sure.
Okay, thank you. So we have information on for this in our newsletter and on our website, and these links link to all of those areas. So not only can you go to these areas, you can go to some more areas if you'd like as well on our website. We have information on the mental health crisis that's going on. Kate mentioned that there's a lot of classroom management issues, but there's a lot of issues with students outside of the classroom. I know personally, I teach one class a semester myself, and I had 2-3 students break down in tears over various things in the spring. I mentioned I've been teaching for a long time, and it's been a few rough semesters, I have to say. Worse, I don't want to say worse than I've ever seen, but it's been rough. And those of us who are, actively in the trenches know that, students are struggling right now. So we do have some information on there about what we can do when our students are struggling. One of these is, of course, our behavioral intervention team, and putting in a referral there is a great way to help our students perhaps get the resources that they want. So there's information on that. Of course, compliance training is open again, open July 15th, and will close November 15th. And there's information on there as well. You should, if you have not done it already, should be popping up. If you go into Cornerstone, that reminder's there, unless you delete the reminder every single time. So we will be sending out periodic reminders, just to make sure everyone is able to complete that training. So there's no issues moving forward with that. And then, of course, we have Starfish, and we've featured Starfish in our newsletter a couple times, but this link takes you right to the Adjunct Faculty Starfish training. I have personally used Starfish. I just used it over the summer in the class that I taught. 8-week class, had a student who's doing wonderfully, disappeared for a whole week in an 8-week course. We know how that goes. That can put them back, a lot. So I used Starfish. I initiated a flag. A navigator reached out. I also reached out to the student, of course, as well. And that student came back to class and finished up very well. So that was really a nice, I think, testament to the system. And this link does take you to the training, which is great because it is just for our adjunct faculty. So I will send that to Cheryl, like I mentioned. And also, and Adam and Kate will echo this, we are here to help. I mean, this is what we do. We are adjunct faculty support. We field all different kinds of questions. We help people find things. We direct them to the right resources. I do a lot of one-on-ones with faculty when it comes to educational technology in particular. And I know Kate and Adam both work one-on-one with faculty on a variety of topics too. So please, know that we're here in BIC 2501. Adam, Kate, and I are all out at observations a lot. That cycle is just starting, so we're in and out of the office a lot. So if we're not here, please feel free to contact us and make an appointment with us. Like Adam said, Zoom or in person right here in the BIC. And last but not least, here's our contact information. Everyone from our esteemed leader, Dr. Sonia Watson, all the way down to our general email inbox, which is oaks@cod.edu, which is monitored, during the week as well. So Kate and Adam, I don't know if you wanted to say anything as we wrap up, but I'd like to thank you all for having us here today. Really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you. And I was going to put, we do have Adam put the webpage for, from COD, our general webpage that we have for adjunct faculty. And then we also have kind of a repository that Jen put together that's a really beautiful site as well. So we're going to put that link in that has a lot of resources as well. So I'm just going to put that in the chat. Yeah, so if anyone does have any questions, feel free to let us know. And if we can't, hopefully we can answer them. And if not, back to you.
I do have a couple of questions already in the chat. So let me go ahead and stop the recording.